Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahshua, Yahweh, Kakodash. Double honors to apostles, great millstone, and salutations to the elect, which ought to be. Now, it's your brother Hawaii from GMS Chicago. Got a Google lesson for you Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Israelites who better shame and looking like heathens, who spared bear witness to their child of Heavenly Father. In the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, who the world inly calls Jehovah God. In the name of the Heavenly Son is R.F.I.D, who the world inly calls Jesus Christ, or Jesus Christos, or Yeshua, Yeshaya, Yahweh. And pretty much it's going to be a sit down going into the symbol of the beast. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't say M-A-R-K, you know, because they'll try to take it down. And it's pretty much the same, you know, the symbol, the blot, the blemish, you know what I'm saying? You know, all physical signs, right? You know, of having something that's irregular outside your body. And it's also, it goes into transhumanism as well. You know what I'm saying? Which, I grab the word transhumanism. It's a lot here, so alright. Alright, I see they don't got it, so let me go to Webster's. They don't even got it there. Okay, let's check this out then. Transhumanism definition, it says the belief or theory that the human race can evolve beyond its current physical and mental limitations, especially by means of science and technology. Right? So transhumanism pretty much is where they make you like Cyborg out the Teen Titans and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But what they're gonna do is use the microchip, which is the R.F.I.D chip, which is radio frequency identification, and also underneath the name of Verichip, which is underneath the name of NFC, which is near field communications. Verichip, which also uses R.F.I.D technology and stuff, and then also underneath the name of Neuralink, you know, where they fuse you with where you're half human and half machine, or where you able to work with machines and stuff, like the video game called the Watch Dogs and stuff, where instead of a cellular phone and stuff, you have a chip either in your hand or in your foreheads, meaning in your brain. So this is Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 9. It says, the thing that have been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It have been already of old time, which was before us. So back in the when it comes down to dealing with the symbol of the beast, you know what I'm saying, the blight or the blemish of the beast, the thing is that you're gonna have to bow down to the current ruler. You know what I'm saying? And it was already like that, you know what I'm saying, in old time, right? So this is what I want to grab. This is Exodus chapter 21, starting at verse 1. Now this is going into a Hebrew servant and stuff, but the point I'm going to make, it still stands. So this is Exodus chapter 21, verse 1. It says, now these are the judgments which thou shalt set before them. It says, if thou buy a Hebrew servant, 6 years he shall serve. It says, in the 7th he shall go out free for nothing. It says, if he came in by himself, he shall go out by himself. If he were married, then his wife shall go out with him. It says, so after the 7th year, after the 6 years, and he got a wife and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying, the man will be the one who's working and stuff, the wife, the man will be the one who's working and stuff, but then after the 7th year and stuff, they both go out free, right? It says, verse 4, it says, if his master have given him a wife, and she have borne him sons and daughters, the wife and the children shall be her masters, and he shall go out by himself, because those are the benefits. You know what I'm saying? You know, those was benefits that he received for working, you know what I'm saying, as a Hebrew servant. Verse 5, it says, and if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free. So he's attached to those benefits, right? Verse 6, it says, then his master shall bring him unto the judges. He shall also bring him to the door or unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever. Now that awl means an earring, and an earring was just it was a symbol, you know what I'm saying, to prove that you was owned by that Hebrew master, man. You know what I'm saying? You know. So you got branded pretty much. You know what I'm saying? You know, with the earrings. So everybody who knew, everybody that saw you and stuff, they knew who serving you was. You know what I'm saying? You know, after you said that, you know, you won't go out free because you love your master, you love your wife, and you love the children, the benefits that he had gave you for working for him. You know what I'm saying? Giving you a wife and the children and stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you cleaved onto those benefits and whatnot, you know, or not giving you a wife and the children, but he give you a wife and you plant seed into that woman. You know what I'm saying? And then the next thing you know, meaning you nut up in her, right? You bust a nut in her and stuff. You ejaculate in her. You know what I'm saying? And you bore children. You know what I'm saying? The children and the woman, you know what I'm saying, will be the masters. And if you wanted to still cleave onto your children and that wife, you know what I'm saying, you will say that you love your master, you'll love your wife, and you love your children, which were the benefits and stuff. You'll cleave onto those benefits, and then you'll get branded so you can permanently work for them. You see, right? So that's gonna. So this is Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 7. It says, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, because when you're being oppressed, it makes you mad. It's different from not knowing you're oppressed, because you're not going to be mad because you're not aware, right? It says, and a gift destroyed the heart. So let's see what's going to be the gift that's going to destroy these people's hearts. This is Revelation chapter 13, starting at verse 14. It says, and deceiveth them. Well, let me grab this. This is Job. Because who's going to be the ones that's going to give you the gift that's going to destroy the heart? This is Job chapter 9, verse 24. It says, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? And we know who is that. That's Esau, Edom, so-called white man, the Caucasian race. You know what I'm saying? The full-blooded heathens and not confusion of faces. And when I say confusion of faces, I mean Israelites who outward appearance is that of a heathen, like Michael Jackson, Blake Griffin, you know, something Conwell, you know what I'm saying? You know, I forgot his name, his first name. You know, Justin Timberlake, Justin Bieber, you know, so on and so forth, right? You know, the first ones that came to mind and stuff, right? Yeah, so the thing is that those would be confusion of faces, but the full-blooded heathens and stuff, you know what I'm saying, are the Edomites of the nation, of Edom and stuff, which we call Esau, and they the ones who control the world and stuff, whose faces on the money. You know what I'm saying? You know, look when it comes down to the Hebrew Israelites, and look when it comes down to the Most High, and also Yahweh Shai, who the world only calls Jehovah and Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? They cover the faces of the judges thereof, meaning iconoclasm, when they had put their faces upon when they pretty much committed identity theft and said that the Most High was a Caucasian, when they said that Yahweh Shai was a Caucasian, when they say that the chosen people were Caucasian. The people that call themselves Jewish, the suffix ish means to be like or pertaining to, but not of, so they're pretenders. They're the real perpetrators and stuff, you know what I'm saying? You know, and it's another word that I'm looking for. They're the not infiltrators, but that too, but it's another word and stuff, you know what I'm saying, where they it starts with a P, but Salaki, if it doesn't come to mind, but pretty much they're the ones. It's like it want to come, but I don't know what it is. well, they the pretenders. You know what I'm saying? That's not the word, but they the pretenders. You know what I'm saying? You know, they pretending to be somebody they're not. And this is what it means by they cover the faces of the judges thereof. They try to say that the angels are Caucasian. They try to say that the Hebrew Israelites, the chosen people, are the Caucasians. You know what I'm saying? You know, they say that the angels are Caucasian and stuff. You know, right? So this is so we understand who's gonna give you we understand who's gonna give the gift that destroyed the heart. Now let's find out what that gift is. So this is Revelation chapter 13, verse 14. It says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, which is the system society. It says, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. You know, and that's why you got the red list, the blue list, the yellow list. The red list is pretty much people that they know who are not going to turn away from the truth, that they're going to put to death. You know what I'm saying? The blue list are those and stuff who like all these other camps where they preaching Israel and whatnot, but at the same time they want to build up the kingdom underneath the rulership of the Edomites and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They want to rule and they want to build up the kingdom and stuff underneath another kingdom. You know, or pretty much those who still love this current present evil world and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then the yellow list are pretty much those who's down for the world, never was gonna change. You know what I'm saying? You know, why don't they know that they're Israel or not and stuff? They just love the valley of shadow of death. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want to depart from it. You know what I'm saying? You see? And the ones who's not down for taking the R.F.I.D chip, the NFC chip, Very chip, or near field, or Neuralink, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be put to death. You know what I'm saying, right? And it says, verse 16. It says, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a symbol. You know what I'm saying, or a blemish or a blot. You know what I'm saying, in their or charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads. And when you go into this word M-A-R-K, you know what I'm saying, it goes into the Greek word charagma, which means incision, meaning that they got to put it in your body, they got to put it underneath your skin. You see, you know, and it says verse 17. So when it in the right hand or in their foreheads, now when it says in your foreheads, it's talking about in your brain, like how you had Elon Musk put that brain chip in the monkey and stuff, and the monkey was able to play video games and stuff, you know what I'm saying, and learn and whatnot. They pretty much what they want to do is that I read verse 14 again. It says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. And people that people who ain't able to see, they'll be able to see again. People that lost limbs and stuff, they probably get some automation and stuff where they get the robotic limbs and whatnot and stuff, like iRobot and stuff, and have like a chip in them and stuff where they're able to communicate with the wiring and stuff in the arm and stuff, so it can move like their regular arm. You know, people that weren't able to walk, they'll be able to walk again. People that weren't able to hear, they'll be able to hear again. People that weren't able to taste, they're gonna be able to taste again. People that weren't able to smell, they're gonna be able to smell again. You know, people that weren't able to hear, they're gonna be able to hear again. You know, touch and feel, they're gonna be able to touch and feel again. You know what I'm saying? You know, they even got things where, you know, you just swipe your hand and whatnot and stuff. They got guns where nobody else can shoot it off unless it's equipped or registered to that chip that you have in your right hand or in your left hand. You know what I'm saying? You know, I forget what movie it was and stuff, but it was the guy from Transporter and The Rock. You know what I'm saying? And I think it was something in Hobbs or something like that. And there was a part where they had two doors. You know what I'm saying? And both doors had henchmen behind it and stuff. The Rock ended up getting the bigger man, and Hobbs pretty much got the well, I think his name was Hobbs in that movie, but the guy from Transporter, he had all the other ones and stuff, and he had to work through them. In order for him to be able to get through the end of the door, he picked up one of the soldiers and he kept tapping his head against the monitor and stuff, and it shows that there was something that was in his brain and stuff that was monitored. Because other than that, if it was like the X-Men, when it come down to Professor Xavier and stuff, he would have had to stand still and stuff in order for the for the thing to scan his eyes and stuff, but it didn't scan his eyes. It was something that was in his brain, and he kept tapping his head. He kept tapping his head and stuff on he kept tapping his head on the panel and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It kept saying access denied, access denied, access denied, until it finally went through. You know what I'm saying? After smashing the same soldier's head against the panel, man. If I remember the commercial correctly, man. You see? You know? They got it where it's your identification, it's your wallet, it's your medical history and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, and they're gonna be like, well, you know, nobody's gonna be able to steal your identification. Ain't nobody gonna be able to steal this and steal that and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And these are the different miracles that they're gonna use to try to woo people and stuff into taking this chip. You see? Which is the symbol of the beast, the blemish of the beast, the blot of the beast. You see? The spot of the beast, the dot of the beast, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Right? The M-A-R-K of the beast. You see? So I'm going to go back to verse 16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what your status is and stuff, if you're homeless or if you're rich, you know what I'm saying? Rich and poor. You know what I'm saying? It says free and bond and stuff. Right now, people think they're free because they're able to go to the grocery store, the gas station and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, also people that's in jail. And I remember a while back and stuff, not a while back, but some years back, you know what I'm saying? There was an article that was going into the fact of inmates that took the R.F.I.D chip and whatnot had shorter sentences and stuff, so they can get out free. I mean, so they can get out faster than it normally would if they didn't take the R.F.I.D chip. You see, it says to receive a symbol. It says in their right hand or in their foreheads, a branding. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're getting branded by Esau. You know what I'm saying? And when you take this chip, you're committing high treason. Because here it is, the nation of Israel, Negroes, Latinos, and natives, all 12 tribes, even Israelites who outward appearance is that of a heathen, we have made a covenant with the Lord that he was going to be our God and we was going to be his people. So when you get branded by this R.F.I.D chip, you know what I'm saying, or NFC Verichip or Neuralink, when you get branded with that and stuff, you're pretty much saying that you want Esau Edom to be your God instead of Yahweh Shem Shah, right? It says, verse 17, it says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that have the symbol or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So that means that it's going to be the new monetary system, meaning that they're going to get it, they're going to do away with the dollar. You know what I'm saying? It's not backed by gold or silver anyways. You know what I'm saying? You won't be able to use a debit card and credit card and stuff because they don't want you to be able to pull it out and you know, lose it or toss it away and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to do that. And for all you people that sit up here and says that it's in the phones already, it's not in your body. They want it in your body, not in your phone. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you know, they want it inside your body and stuff. And the thing is that it says, verse 17 again, it says, and that no man might buy or sell. So if you want to be able to buy or sell, make any transactions and stuff, you're going to have to get this chip. If you don't get the chip and stuff, then guess what? You're not going to be able to buy and sell. You're not going to be able to function within society like you do today. You ain't going to be able to go into the stores. You know what I'm saying? And they've been programming people with this when it comes down to Amazon Go, how you just walk in and walk out. They're gonna make it. They're gonna because people are impatient. You know what I'm saying? So if they make it more and more convenient and whatnot and stuff, all the people gonna do is be like, oh, this is a new way and stuff. You know, you get to swipe your hand and stuff. You get to they're gonna try to make it where it's like Iron Man. You know what I'm saying? How you just had all these different programs and different things that you was able to do with you being half man and half machine. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna make it cool and whatnot, and people are gonna want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And when it come down to the Justice League, when you watch like the real versions of them, you know what I'm saying? Not the kiddie ones and stuff, but the real ones where it's like blood and gore and it's real serious, and they got, you know, what you people call curse words and stuff in it. You know what I'm saying? Cuss words and stuff in it. When you watch those, the one who did that to his son, that his name was called Cyborg, he had a chip in his brain. You know what I'm saying? You know, which was symbolic of the R.F.I.D chip. You see, and it says verse 17 again. It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name or of the beast or the number of his name. Here is the wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. It says, and his number is 666, meaning 666. You know what I'm saying? And when you cause remember, you're gonna be scanning when it comes down to that. You know what I'm saying? If you do take it. Now, by all means, be scared of this. Be afraid of it. You know what I'm saying? This is the only thing that's gonna separate you from Yahweh Shem Yahshai, but you're gonna have to make the choice. Everybody's gonna have to make the choice individually and stuff to take this chip, because it's gonna be based off your own life. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be able to use somebody else's stuff. This is not like EBT where you able to use somebody else's link card and stuff and pay them a couple of dollars and whatnot just so you can get a decent enough deal and stuff to get some groceries. You know what I'm saying? No, everybody's gonna have to have it. And I remember when the brother Kapatazak and stuff, he was just making I wouldn't say making assumptions and stuff, but it was just something that he probably thought of that came to mind. You know, you got Esau Edom, he wants the great reset. You know what I'm saying? We in $1 trillion, well, America's in $1 trillion in debt, and they can't pay that back off. So if they saying great reset, then guess what? They want to restart everything over. And why not when it come down to this market Why not when it come down to the R.F.I.D chip, man? You see? You know, the symbol of the beast, right? So the MRK of the beast, right? So he said when it come down to the Georgia Guidestones, they want 500 million, I believe, 500 million and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And there's more than 500 million people on this earth. Call all you like Yahweh Shem Yahshai, Yahweh Shem Yahshai Ratazah. You know, 144. You know what I'm saying? In the Hebrew, right to left. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much he was saying, you know, just him speaking as a man and stuff, that that 500 million and stuff is going to have to be those who's implanted with the R.F.I.D chip. You know what I'm saying? You know, the MRK of the beast. You know what I'm saying? And because everybody else who don't get it and stuff, you're going to be considered a terrorist. You're going to be considered outlaws, outcasts. You know what I'm saying? And they show you that in the movie Demolition Man with Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes. All those who didn't want to take the chip and whatnot and stuff, they was in the sewers eating rat burgers and stuff. They was poor. But everybody who did take the chip, they was rich as hell and stuff, and they was living the best life. You see? You know? In all means and stuff, don't get it. Don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it at all. You know what I'm saying? You know? So, and then also within the R.F.I.D chip and stuff, you're going to have the UPC, Universal Product Code. And that's that barcode that you see on everything that you buy. You know what I'm saying? The two lines that's on the left, the two lines in the middle, and the two lines on the right all represent 666, and that's going to be within that within that chip. You know what I'm saying? In order for you to make transactions, you see. And there's certain other places and stuff where they already made it, where they only have the only way to pay is through R.F.I.D. Scanning machines. You see, and uh, uh, they already want to make America a cashless society, and you got a lot of places out there where they do not accept cash anymore. Pretty soon they won't accept credit cards and debit cards. You know what I'm saying? App-based cards. Google Pay, Apple Pay, Android Pay. They're not going to accept that. You're going to have something in your body and stuff in order for you to be able to scan it, and you're going to have to accept that on your own, because this is going to be the hour of temptation, right? So this is Revelation chapter 4. Actually, let me grab that. This is Revelations 13. It's Revelations 3, and I'm gonna start at verse 7. It says, "And to the angel of the church in Philadelphia write, these things saith he that is holy, he that is true." It says, "He that hath the key of David, he that openeth and no man shutteth, and shutteth and no man openeth," which is Yahushua. It says, "I know thy works." It says, "I know thy works." Man. It says, "I know thy works. Behold, I have set before thee an open door, and no man can shut it." It says, "For thou hast little strength, and hast kept my word, and hast not denied my name." So when it comes down to that open door, that's talking about your mind. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is the only one who deals with you individually and stuff, right? It says, verse 9, it says, "Behold, I will make them." Actually, let me skip past this. Verse 10. It says, "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation." And this is going to be the hour of temptation. You know what I'm saying? Are you going to choose to believe and have faith in Yahweh Shem Yahshua, or are you going to fold and take that chip? You know what I'm saying? They probably might promise you hella money. They might promise you different benefits. This is what they're gonna do. Going back to the Exodus 21. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like, well, you're gonna have to choose to lean upon the Lord and for him to have you. You know what I'm saying? In these terrible times that's finna come. You know what I'm saying? To go through hardships and whatnot. Or you're gonna have to sit up here and choose Esau Edom. Salakia for this noise. As soon as they go past the building and stuff, man, none of that noise is there, man. They already got it when it come down to the army. People that's in the military, they're gonna have to take it if they want to still work in the military, if they want to still work in the force, if you want to be a police officer, a firefighter, if you want to be in an ambulance, if you want to be what they call themselves, paramedics, if you want to people that be saving people's lives and stuff, that be in the middle of the ocean, they be stranded and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Lifeguard or rescue hero or something like that, or any type of thing like that, police officer, or military of any kind and stuff, you're gonna have to take that chip, you know what I'm saying? Because they're not gonna pay you any other type of way, you know what I'm saying? And then the benefits that come with it and stuff, that's what's gonna cause people to go for the okie doke and take it, man. You see? It says, verse 11, it says, "Behold, I come quickly, hold that fast which thou hast." No, it's like it says, going back to verse 10, it says, "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation," meaning that you're not going to take it. You're going to be forced where it's like, hey, man, you can't use no cash, you can't use no card and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They got a new monetary system. It's the R.F.I.D chip, and it's worldwide. You know what I'm saying? How you going to sit up here and be able to get some food? Are you going to trust in the Lord, or are you going to fold and trust in Esau and make Esau your God? And it says, "Which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth." And that world goes into Onkimini, meaning it's the entire inhabitants. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Yeah, it's on committee. It says terrain part of the globe, specifically the Roman Empire and stuff. And this is Rome 2.0. You know what I'm saying? Because the same monetary system is set up the same way how it was in Rome, and Rome fell economically and stuff, just like how America is falling right now economically, right? So when it says terrain, it means the whole earth. Now, the earth is not going to take the actual chip. You know what I'm saying? The trees ain't going to be stretching out their branches and whatnot and stuff, and grass and vegetation, and the earth is not going to be opening up for this R.F.I.D chip. It's talking about the people, the inhabitants. You see, so everybody in the world and stuff is going to be tested to see if they're going to take this chip. You know what I'm saying, or not, right? It says, verse 11, it says, behold, I come quickly, hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. And when you go into that word no man, you know what I'm saying, it says not even one man, woman, thing, any man, anything. It says no man, none, not at all, any man, a wit. You know what I'm saying? So it says a wit. And when you go into that word wit, let's get it right quick. This is well, it says smallest particle. It says no amount. It says amount, originally person, human being. It says a tiny or scarcely detectable amount. You know what I'm saying? It says shred. You know what I'm saying? Wit also goes into thoughts. Probably got it see, it says wit. It says means a small tiny part of something. If you don't even have a whit of courage, it says you are mostly likely a chicken. It says which indicates a bit of something, and usually something abstract like a feeling or emotion. So it could be a thought as well. So somebody else don't necessarily have to take your crown. It could be yourself, because if you bow down to this chip, this MARK of the beast, you know what I'm saying, if you bow down to it and stuff, you let yourself down. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, the scripture says that it work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. And when you go into that word own, it means yourself. So if you allow yourself to get weak, you know what I'm saying, and in a time of adversity and stuff, your strength is small, like the scripture says. And if your strength is small to the point that you take that R.F.I.D chip, you know what I'm saying, then guess what? You gave up. You know what I'm saying? And you can't point the finger at nobody and stuff, because you were persuaded by yourself. Because when you go into the word temptation goes into decision making. And remember, you got you're gonna always have those different spirits and stuff trying to persuade you. You're gonna have the spirit that's gonna persuade you, that's gonna be on the right hand side of your shoulder and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be saying, no, don't take it, trust in the Lord. And then you're going to have the other spirit on your left-hand side and stuff of your shoulder, and it's going to be like, man, take it and stuff, and try to persuade you. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, the Lord said we going to eat. Lord said we going to drink. We going to have abundance. You know what I'm saying? But that spirit is trying to send you off. You know what I'm saying? You know, while the spirit on the right hand side and stuff, which is the angel, you know what I'm saying, the angel version of yourself is telling you, hey, no, don't take this and whatnot, because then you're going to get destroyed. Right? So, I'm going to get this. This is Revelations, because it said, hold that fast, right? To let no man take that crown, meaning don't let your parents don't let your parents convince you to take it. Don't let your children convince you to take it. Don't let your wife convince you to take it. If you working at a job and stuff, and it's like, oh, a new way to pay, you know what I'm saying, we got your check and stuff, but hey, we ain't put it on paper where you get to cash it in at the currency exchange or have direct deposit hooked up to it and stuff. No, you ain't gonna be able to do that. You're gonna they're gonna be able to do it. You ain't gonna be able to do that. You're gonna you ain't gonna be able to do that and stuff. You know, you're gonna it's gonna be like we got your paycheck and stuff. We got all the hours that you work, but we put it on this chip. So, you know, you can't carry it around in your pocket and stuff. We got to embed it in you. You know what I'm saying? You know, we got to put it inside your body and stuff. And you had 3 Square Market that was down there in Wisconsin, and you also had a company down in Sweden and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Where people was getting chipped, and they had the T-shirt with the cheap ass pizza and Pepsi Cola and Coca-Cola and whatnot, and party hats and stuff, and people smiling. You know, taking pictures saying that I just got chipped and all that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas are doomed. You know what I'm saying? You know, because once again, the Lord is not going to sit up here and tell you not to take something and stuff, but then don't tell you what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're going to be warned. And I'm going to show you a picture at the end of this video. But this is Revelation chapter 14, verse 9, for those who take it. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his M-A-R-K, it says, or blemish or symbol, you know what I'm saying? or you know, the awl, you know what I'm saying? You know, because the awl, even when it come down to earring, you're getting pierced. You know what I'm saying? So they trying to pierce you with this, but it's not an earring though. It's something you can't just unscrew and take out on your own and stuff, right? You know what I mean? You could and stuff, but the thing is, once you receive it, you know what I'm saying, you're doomed because you accepted it. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're going to have to accept the mark of the, Salaki, I said it again. You're going to have to accept the mark of the beast, man. You're going to have to accept it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because it's either you're going to be faced with life or death. Esau's going to cut you off if you don't want to take it. You know what I'm saying? You know, because how else you going to be able to make any transactions and stuff if you don't have no way of commerce? You see? And it says, verse 9 again, it says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark, it says in his forehead or in his hand. So remember, it said right hand, but it says in your hand, so you can have it in your left hand or right hand and stuff. You're still doomed. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to get it at all. The scripture, specific, matter of fact, just to grab it right quick, this is Leviticus chapter 19, verse 28, and it says, ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. It says, I am Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? You know, so you might see us with tattoos and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, because the scripture is clearly going to the fact that you ain't supposed to get tattoos. You're not supposed to get pierced at all. You know what I'm saying? The Lord made medicine on the earth and whatnot and stuff. You just got to do a diligent search and stuff. Whatever you're dealing with and stuff, everything can be curable and stuff. But you need to take the time out to find out for yourself if you really want to be cured from it or not, right? Well, you might see a couple of us with tattoos and whatnot. We got tattoos before we knew about the truth in the first place, before we even knew about the scripture. You see, right? You know, so You should not make any cuttings in our flesh, right? So you go into the word cuttings. It's the word sharat. It's the shot around the tie, sharat, and it says an incision, cutting. You see, and it's also underneath the Hebrew word kwai, the kwa, the eye, the kwa, and the eye, kwai, which also means incision as well. Actually, I think it's the word mark. Yeah, kwai. It says an incision or gash. You know what I'm saying? You got to make a cave. And how you do that? By piercing. You know what I'm saying? Piercing yourself. And you're not supposed to get this. Because everybody's going to be tried individually. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of which, I'm going to get this. This is James. This is James chapter 1, verse I'm gonna start at 12. It says, "Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord Yahweh B'Shem shall have promised to them that love him." It says, "Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of the Most High, for the Most High cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempted he any man." And I also want to grab this scripture. This is Sirach chapter 15, verse 20. It says he have verse 19. It says, "And his eyes are upon them that fear him, and he knoweth every work of man." So he knows everything that you do. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, everybody's going to be accountable for every word. Everybody's going to be accountable for every action. You know what I'm saying? Because for every word and every action starts from your mind. You got to make a decision. You see? So verse 20, it says, "He have commanded no man to do wickedly." And we already see it in Leviticus 19 and 28 that you're not supposed to make any cuttings in the flesh. So you should already deny the R.F.I.D chair right off the rip. It says, "Neither have he given any man license to sin." You see? So the blemish of the beast and stuff, you know what I'm saying? It's not sin. But the thing is, in order for you to get it, you got to break a commandment. You got to transgress Leviticus 19 and 28, meaning to get cuttings in your flesh. When the scripture clearly says not to get any cuttings in your flesh. Now, you might go to the hospital, say an accident happened and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They drawing blood and whatnot. That's different, man. You know what I'm saying? Because there's protocol and stuff. If you in a situation where they about to amputate your leg and stuff or your arm and stuff, and they need to put some something in your body and whatnot and stuff, just so you could get rid of it and stuff, because you don't know what it is, or it might be it might be too fast and you probably don't got the money and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You don't just lose your arm. You know what I'm saying? You have faith in the Lord. You pray to the Lord and stuff, that they don't do anything else to you and stuff, and that you sit up here and whatever it is, you take it. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, when it comes down to this chip, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you're going to know the difference. You're going to know the difference and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because you're going to be tempted. You're going to be tempted with not being able to have a roof over your head, not being able to have clothes on your back, brand new clothes on your back, food on a regular basis and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like how you would at instant gratification and stuff. It's not going to necessarily be there. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord's going to try us. You know what I'm saying? Just like he tried us in the wilderness, he's going to try us again during this time. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, the Lord said he's going to have us. And the Lord said that we're going to also have abundance. You know what I'm saying? Now it don't mean 5-course meals and stuff, but the Lord's going to make sure that we eat and drink. You know what I'm saying? And not be ashamed. All those who's going to be ashamed are those who's going to take the chip, man. You see? And once again, I said I was going to show you what the chip looked like. So this is back in James 1 and 14. It says, "But every man is tempted when he is drawn away from his own lust and enticed." So when they got you starving and stuff, and it's like, oh man, I need to eat, man. You looking at your children and stuff, and you see them pining away and whatnot and stuff, or they losing weight and stuff, and your faith in the Lord and stuff is just diminishing and stuff. What's gonna happen? You're gonna fold, and you're gonna end up taking that chip, man, because you don't have faith in the Lord. The scripture says, "Strive on the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee." You know You know what I'm saying? You know, as soon as that time that you might think about giving up and stuff, the Lord gonna bring some food for you. You know what I'm saying? You know, scriptures also said that we should be in league with the beasts of the field. The Lord had ravens, you know, blackbirds, you know what I'm saying, crows, you know what I'm saying, which people consider as unlucky and stuff, but it's just a bird, you know what I'm saying, feed Elijah, you know what I'm saying, you know, or look at when it came down to Daniel in the lion's den, you know what I'm saying, you know, the Lord shut up the mouths of the lions and stuff, you know what I'm saying, even though they withheld the lions and stuff from eating just so they can devour Daniel that more faster, you know what I'm saying, and the Lord had brought Habakkuk and stuff to a place that he does not know of. He didn't even know where Babylon was, nor the direction to go in, you know what I'm saying, and brought Habakkuk and stuff by the crown of his head by a chariot, you know what I'm saying, what you people call UFOs and flying saucers and stuff, but out of the chariots of the Lord, brought him to Daniel and stuff and brought him food, you know what I'm saying, you know, and the brother Kanashla, I remember he gave a testimony and stuff where, you know, he would usually have like a gallon of water and stuff behind the couch and whatnot, wherever he was living and stuff, you know what I'm saying, and then he walked away and stuff, I guess, to get some more water and stuff, and he heard a noise like something dropped behind the couch, and he looked back and it was another bottle of water that just appeared out of nowhere, you see, because the scripture says what's impossible with man is what's impossible with man is possible with Yahweh Shem Yahshua. So the Lord can just cause stuff to appear. And you had another brother, he had a situation and stuff, you know what I'm saying, where you know, he was in a situation, I'm gonna say that, I ain't gonna give all the details, but I know what it was, and he said that he had got himself a cookie and stuff. It was mealtime, you know what I'm saying, he got himself, you know, they had the cookies for dessert and whatnot and stuff, and he reached in his pocket and stuff, and he found another cookie that wasn't there before. So the Lord can just appear food out of nowhere for you. You know what I'm saying? You know, look at when it came down to I think it was Elijah. It wasn't Elisha yet. I think it was Elijah, and he came across that woman and stuff, and Elijah had placed himself on top of her son and stuff and brought her son back to life. You know what I'm saying? And then also made it with the oil in the barrels and stuff with never deplenish. You know what I'm saying? So she over there scooping it and scooping it and scooping it. You know what I'm saying? And every time she look at it and stuff, she see that the oil is still all the way up to the top and stuff, as if she never had went into and scooped any oil out, man. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord would make something make something invincible and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, where it never runs away. Imperishable. You know, he'll make it where it just keeps happening, keeps happening, keeps happening. You know what I'm saying? You know, ain't nothing in the fridge and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Except for this one little packet of meat, bread, and cheese and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Or something, or any other food and whatnot and stuff. And you get to the last little bit and stuff. You know what I'm saying? The last little bit of peanut butter and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, you come home. You know, and it's like, damn, I couldn't find anything, I couldn't buy anything and stuff, and you look in the drawers and you see a whole brand new jar of peanut butter and stuff with bread sitting right there and stuff, and you wondering, like, who the fuck did this? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm clearly sure that we ran out of food, you know what I'm saying, but yeah, food keep appearing, you see? Lord gonna feed us, you know what I'm saying? That's why you don't need to fold, man. You know, those who's gonna fold and stuff, they want the instant gratification and stuff, you know what I'm saying? You know, they can't wait, you see? So it's back in James 1:14, it says, but every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. It says, then when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death. It says, do not err, my beloved brethren. See, and we're not gonna err, Lord willing, that we don't be the ones who fold, man. So going back to Revelations 14:9, you know what I'm saying? Because the ones who fold, this is going to be their end result once Yahweh Shai comes back, the second coming, which is well on its way. Revelation 14:9, it says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, it says, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, it says, or anywhere else in your body, it says, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. So you getting full blown judgment. It says, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and the presence of the Lamb. You know what I'm saying? You know, fire and brimstones. That's going to be that thermonuclear missiles. You know what I'm saying? ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles, that all these other countries and stuff get ready for America to destroy it and to destroy it to oblivion. You see? You know? Right? You know? And it says, and the smoke of their torment ascended up from forever and ever. It says, and they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast and his image. It says, and whosoever receiveth the mark, you know what I'm saying, of his name. You know, because when you take that, when you take that and stuff, you know what I'm saying, you know, you're going to be tormented and stuff because you're going to be worried about what's going to happen to you. So this is Revelations chapter 16 verse 1. It says, and I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the seven angels, go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of the Most High onto the earth. It says, and the first went out and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the blemish of the beast. It says, and upon them which worship his image. So in order for you to take the R.F.I.D chip and stuff, in order for you to take it, the first thing you got to do is you got to be down for this world. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody who's down for this world, they're going to take it. It's going to be like the new thing. It's going to look all cool. You had this one guy and stuff. He made his arm into an auto-tune cassette. You know what I'm saying? Where he pressed a button and stuff, you know, or he does something with his arm and stuff, and his arm opens up, and it's like how they go into the little room and whatnot and stuff, and you got the guy that got all the little buttons and whatnot, the DJ, and he's able to make your voice sound like auto-tune, or make it deep, or make it loud, or make it a high pitch and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? He was able to do that within his arm and stuff, and people think that is cool. So when these different miracles, they saying that you can do this and do that and stuff, you know, you had this one lady and stuff where she put her hand up to her pinky was to her mouth and her thumb was up to her ear and stuff, and she really had made a motherfucking call, man. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to look at this as really, really cool and stuff, and our people are going to be down for it. But guess what? Those who know about this word and stuff, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, so we already know the things that he's going to try to sit up here and say that it's cool and it's raw and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't this be nice to have and stuff? This would be a little bit more convenient. You know what I'm saying? You know, we already know what it is, and we're not going to fall for it and stuff, man. You know? We already know that Satan's going to make himself an angel of light and stuff. But the thing is that we know that he's just trying to deceive the people, man. But he's not going to deceive the elect. The 144,000, which consists of 12,000 men, each of 12 tribes of Israel, the government body, and the rest of the 1/3, which consists of men, women, and children who are Israelites who believe no matter how they look. See? Right? So you got to worship the beast and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got to worship it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be part of society's new rules. You know what I'm saying? New regulations. That's why they got concentration camps and stuff. For those who don't want to take it and stuff, they're going to put you in there and they're going to try to slay you or torture you. You know what I'm saying? To get you to fall back on your word and get you to sell out, man. You see? You know? And that noisome and grievous sore and stuff is going to be, for one, people that who take it and stuff, you know what I'm saying? They either develop a cancer or they develop a sore that never goes away. You know what I'm saying? You know, it never heals. You know what I'm saying? They just constantly afflicted. And I think, I think that's what happens when it comes down to people with diabetes, which also can be cured. But people that got diabetes and stuff, their sores take longer to heal. You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes they sores don't heal at all. You see? Right? So anybody that take this chip and stuff, you know what I'm saying, guess what? Their sores are not going to heal. You see? You know? So this is my last scripture. This is Revelation chapter 20, verse 4. It says, and I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua. So you see, they're going to try to kill you You know what I'm saying? If you don't take it, it says, and for the word of the most, and for the word for Yahweh, so like it says, and for the word of Yahweh, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither received his mark or blemish, or upon their foreheads, meaning in their brains. It says, or in their hands. It says, and they lived and reigned with Yahweh Shah Mashiach 1,000 years. You see, you know. So the thing is that those who's not gonna take it, they, you know, you might have to taste death. You know what I'm saying? You know, you might have to be a martyr for this truth. You know what I'm saying? You know, because if you don't take it and stuff, you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna let you go. They're not gonna let you go. So this is back in Revelations 3 and 10 again. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. Meaning that you're not gonna take the chip. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of anything, no matter if they beat you, you know what I'm saying? They threaten your life, they threaten your livelihood and whatnot and stuff. They're not going to be able to do nothing against you. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord's going to deliver you out of that, because you're going to choose the Lord instead of Esau. You know what I'm saying? It says, which shall come upon all the world, and to try them that dwell upon the earth. So anybody out in the world and stuff is going to have to sit up here and deal with this. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, every single living person on this earth going to have to sit up here and deal with this. Verse 11 says, behold, I come quickly, hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. It says, him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my power. It says, and he shall go no more out, and I will write upon him the name of my power, and the name of the city of my power. It says, which is New Jerusalem, which means renewed. It says, which, meaning that new means renewed. It says, which cometh down out of heaven from my power, and I will write upon him my new name. You know what I'm saying? You know, we're going to, our name, Yahweh name is going to be written in our foreheads, man. You know what I'm saying? And it means that the Lord has made us exempt from judgment. We're going to have that Tawah. The Thaw and the Wah mean exempt from judgment, meaning we're not going to get destroyed. We're not going to be part of the second death. We're not going to be part of the lake of fire and stuff, because we ain't choose the thing, you know what I'm saying, that was going to condemn our souls, man. You know what I'm saying? That was going to have us burnt up to a crisp. You know what I'm saying? Like it says in Zechariah 14 and 12 and Zechariah 13, 8 through 9. You know what I'm saying? You know? And Zechariah 13, 8 through 9 and stuff is really referring to, well, especially verses 13 and stuff, that's referring to here in America, man. You see? You know? And actually, I'll close out with those. This is Zechariah 14 and 12. It says, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord Yahweh will smite all the people that had fought against Jerusalem. So that also means 2/3 of Israel. We already know they're going to take the chip. That also means the heathens as well. You know what I'm saying? It says, the flesh shall consume. It says, their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. And I also want to get this. So what element does that? Fire. You see? You know? So this is Proverbs chapter 5 and verse 11. It says, and thou mourn at the last when thy flesh and thy body are consumed. It says, and say, how have I hated instruction, and my heart despised reproof, and have not obeyed the voice of my teachers, nor inclined my ear to them that instructed me. So all those that think that we a joke, you know what I'm saying, that think that what we talk about ain't serious enough and whatnot for them, well, guess what? When you take that and stuff and you being destroyed, that's the first thing that's going to be in your mind. Which coulda, woulda, shoulda, woulda, coulda, woulda. You know what I'm saying? You know? So this is Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. It says, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, it says, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. So 2/3 of Israel, Negroes, Latinos, and Natives, and all 12 tribes, and Israelites who outward appearance instead of a heathen, you know what I'm saying? Those who take that chip, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be destroyed. You're going to die. You know what I'm saying? Now, you still going to be underneath the second covenant when the kingdom comes, but you're going to have everlasting shame and contempt because you gave up. You sold your soul to the devil, which is Esau Edom. You know what I'm saying? You know, the physical counterpart. You see, and you allow the spiritual counterpart of the devil, Satan himself, to persuade you to take in that chip. You see. So verse it says, but the third shall be left therein. Verse 9, it says, and I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say that Yahweh is my power. And those are going to be the elect. You know what I'm saying? The 144,000 and the 1/3. You know what I'm saying? The rest of the 1/3. You know, we're going to, Lord willing and stuff, we be the ones and stuff that endure to the end and stuff, even if it means death. You know what I'm saying? You know? So I hope this video was edifying. I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahshua HaRakakadash. Double honors to apostles, the great millstone, and salutations to the elect, which you ought to be. Shalom wa Baba. And this is the chip. This is it right here. This is the R.F.I.D chip. See how you got old boy, he got it in his right hand. Some people got it in their left hand and stuff, man. Some people got it in their foreheads, and meaning in their brain. You know what I'm saying? When it says in your foreheads and stuff, it's not talking about underneath the skin. It's talking about in your brain. You know what I'm saying? You know, because remember, they want to control you. You see? You see? About the size of a grain of rice, and the needle that they use is thick. It's thicker than the needle that they try to it's thick. It's way thicker than the needle they try to use to start to draw blood. You know what I'm saying? You know. So I hope this video was edifying. I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahshua HaRakakadash. Double honors to apostles, great millstone, and salutations to the elect, which you ought to be. Shalom wa Baba.